Hey guys, welcome back. I recently uploaded these pictures to my social media sharing with you the makeup that I took for my weekend getaway. And I took these three palettes from the company Simply Spoiled. I received them recently and I decided to put them to the test, take them with me, see how long this color lasts and how blendable they were, the quality and everything. They have pretty simple packaging, but since I didn't have much room to pack, I decided that I was going to take only these three palettes, which is the first one, the eyeshadow palette, the concealer palette, and also the contour and blush palette. I only added a mascara, a lip product, and an eyeliner, and I had pretty much everything that I needed to create different makeup looks. I deepened them out at night and changed completely the look whenever I wanted to go out. Then during the day, I could create different looks for, day appropriate. Now I put numbers on each one of these palettes so you can refer back to each one of them and see the pigmentation of each one of these eyeshadows that I'm about to share one by one. But if I had to say some of the colors that require buildup is number 28, number 24, number 23, and a number 4. Those are the colors that I could say that it requires a little bit of buildup. Other than that, all these swatches that you're about to see, they don't have any kind of primer on my hand or moisturizer or anything, and it's just one swipe. So I wanted to say that, those 4 colors require maybe a couple of layers, so they will be to the pigmentation that you see in the palette. But other than that, the rest of the colors, this is one swipe with a makeup brush. It's not even with the finger. And as you can see, it has a lot of pigmentation. The only thing that I could say is the whiter color, like those colors, they look kind of gray when I apply it to my skin. But the rest of the colors look exactly the same how they look in the palettes. I love this palette because it has a lot of peachy colors that you can use all over the lid, or some matte colors that you can apply on my crease area, and it's just the perfect palette for the everyday life. If you don't have many eyeshadows, this is a great way to start because you have pretty much everything, gold color, bronzy colors, peachy colors, purples, gray, taupey colors. It has a great variety, and as you can see, the pigmentation is amazing. One thing is looking at the swatches, another thing is my experience blending them into my eyes, and honestly, they keep the same color. It doesn't matter how much you blend it. They're very true to color, and you don't get that muddy look whenever you get maybe cheap eyeshadows. These ones really preserve the pigmentation and blend into one another in a way that you can still tell the difference. As you can see, the colors, the darker colors, this is a very pretty color for all over the lid and a smoky look, and this one was the one that I refer as it needed a little bit more of buildup. Now for the concealer palette, I didn't think that I was going to need as many colors, but I even used them as a basis for my eyeshadows. As you can see, I put number once again so we can refer back to each one of these colors if you're interested to see a specific color from this palette. But as you're going to be able to tell in the swatches, the pigmentation is amazing. The first one, as you can see, it does have some shimmer, so I've been using it as a highlighter, and it's pretty and it lasts for a really long time. The rest of the colors are more for correcting, so if you have redness, or if you have maybe some kind of green veins that you want to hide, if you have some acne problems, or if you have pretty much anything that you want to cover, you have all the colors right here for every skin tone. So that's something that I really appreciate about this palette. And as you can see, you can tell in the swatches that they have great coverage. That orange color, it's amazing for my really dark circles when I had a very long night on my trip, and then the next morning I had to go to a soccer game. That was the only thing that it helped me cover. Then I applied like a skin tone concealer on top of them, of that color, and it was just cover pretty much everything. So I was really happy with the pigmentation and the lasting power of that palette. Lastly, I have this one, which is the contour and blush palette. The only thing that I can say about this is I love the number 4 color because it's a perfect peachy color. The number 2 is amazing for setting my under eye. And that white color, I've been using it as a base for the eyeshadows as well. But you have to really pick carefully the kind of brush that you use for the more pigmented blushes and for the bronzer, and I will talk about that in tomorrow's tutorial, so don't miss that. But it really lasts a long time. They're amazing quality, they're very blendable. You just have to be careful enough to use it with the right kind of brush so you don't over apply and you don't have to take the time to blend too much. Other than that, they're the perfect combination of colors. Even if you have fair skin or if you have darker skin, you can get the pigmentation that you want depending the kind of brush that you use. So I hope you enjoyed this video, that this kind of video help you to see the pigmentation and decide for yourself if you need this kind of products. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.